My very special guest, Jay Humble, in the building.
Yeah, it was popping, Tracy.
How you feeling? I know you out in Atlanta. You said that weather's driving you crazy, huh?
Yeah, just a tad bit. It's been raining for the last couple of days, but sometimes look, we be wanting it to be hot, then we be wanting it to rain. So look, I'm just grateful that we outside.
We outside. I get it. I was really excited to interview you today, being that, you do Afro R&B. You're a big name in that genre. Tell us about how you got into that genre because I think you grew up here. How did that even become your sound?
So originally, so my dad and my family, they're from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. So
Oh.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to my pops. And honestly, it was already, in my blood. I grew up in church and all that. So like with the whole sound, I've been only doing music seriously for like 6 years. And so within those 6 years, you're doing that artist development, really just trying to find your sound. And a lot of people try to put you in a box, but I'm not that type of artist. I like to, expand. I like to do different stuff. I like to challenge myself. And Afro beats was one of those genres. And so actually a record was introduced to me. And so when I got on that record, the song was called Vibe Vibe, and I'm talking about a dope Afro beat sound. And I was like, yeah, Lee, I love how my voice is just soothing on this record. And so I had my producer, he sent me a record, and that's where Loving Me Up also came about, which was like 4 years ago, the original song. And when he sent that to me, I went crazy. Next day I'm in the studio, I called all my producers and my writers. I said, yo, we need to get in the studio.
Because a lot of people, when they hear that you're not from who like where people make that music from, have you ever been like attacked or checked? Like, why are you even doing our music? Well, you're not even from here.
I
Has it
have
ever happened to
not
you?
I have not been attacked yet, but I have been told, I have been warned, if you get in this lane, like you know what I'm saying, you have to be careful. And I'm like, well,
Serious. They're like, if you're not from where we from, if you
but the beauty in it, I have not received that at all, and we're gonna pray that I don't. And but honestly, they have really embraced me because of my look, the sound and all that. So we're gonna keep the positivity flowing.
let's talk about being an Afro R&B sensation. Like, what does that mean to you?
Afrobeat sensation. It's honestly an honor to get that name. And honestly, to have that Afro R&B sensation, it's a privilege to just be able to say like I'm in this lane, and that means to me that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm representing.
What song are you the most proud of that you want to put out there?
Loving Me Up. I'm very proud of that record because the moment I did that record, I knew it was a hit, and my mama told me it was a hit.
Oh, your parents really involved in your music.
Yeah, it took a minute, y'all, but they rock with me now. Thank God. And honestly, I just think that just came from, the background of growing up in church, them being pastors,
Mm.
that whole scenario. So, but now, they are fully behind me and what I'm doing. They say, Jay, man, do what you love to do and do it well. And it's a blessing to even be able to make my parents proud, honestly.
Okay. So
So
they're very supportive of the music.
yeah.
I mean, why would they be proud? Because it seems like you did everything. Like you were born and raised in San Diego, California. You have a military upbringing. Discipline was heavily instilled in you. Tell me about that background. Is that true?
Um, it was tough. I ain't gonna lie to you. Very true. Because with being young and not really like, you're wanting to spread your wings, and then, being in the church, and then you have your church people, and you just trying to figure out who you are on top of trying to make everybody else around you happy,
Mm.
at a young age. And I'm the firstborn, so I felt like I had a lot of pressure on me to a certain extent.
Yeah, I
you
could
know,
imagine.
yeah. And then I was the first to go to college, go play basketball in college, and so I felt like I had to navigate through a lot of stuff, just being young and just trying to find my way, but we found it. How about
What
that?
about military? Was it you in the military? Or do you come from like,
My dad, well, he was in the Navy, and then my stepdad, he was in the Army. And then my grandpa
okay.
was in the Army as well.
I can relate to that as well. You was talking about the church, but when you was talking about military and how you feel like you couldn't spread your wings, I can relate to that one because growing up, I could not spread my wings.
Nah,
Like my
for
whole life was
real.
made for me. Yeah, and it's
You gonna
hard.
do this and you gonna do that, and it's like, I think sometimes the peer pressure too, when you going to school and you seeing everybody else kind of being able to do what they want to do, but then you here you got to do X, Y, and Z, and this is what you gonna do. I was like, yeah, when I was happy when I got the offer to go to school and go to college and leave. I felt like Cinderella at one point.
Hell yeah. I made sure I got into college so I can get out of here. I
For
love that.
real.
One thing you brought up is that your look really stands out, and that's actually my notes. I really want to know about your look and how it came about. You're very vibrant. Your spirit through your social media is very large. Tell me about how this look came about.
I was a model. I mean, I still model, but I was really going heavy in the modeling industry at one point. And I actually came into the industry modeling, and so I think it was just more of like people that I get inspired by, like Tiana Taylor, Chris Brown, Days Loaf, and I said a lot of other caliber of people. And I'm really into fashion, like that's my thing. And I just love to look good, smell good. So anything to me that looks different, that stands out, I'll put me in that outfit. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I'm not afraid to go out the box. Long as it ain't
How do
like on
you
some crazy stuff, but if it stand out and if it fits me and my personality, I'm a rocket.
I love it. And it's definitely it fits your personality, I can see.
Yeah.
Also with creative direction, like does that tie in like anyway, do you feel?
Absolutely. I'm most definitely a creator, like creative directing, and then of course I have people around me as my team that also lead me in the right direction. So sometimes if I'm going for this, they would be like, they just give me some tips and be like, Jay, well, if you do it like this, and then just adding a little spill of what I do, a little bit what I'm inspired by, and then what somebody, my team says, and we just put all that thing together and be fly.
That's dope. That's dope. And I could definitely tell you're very creative behind everything that you put out as well. That
Absolutely.
that's really cool. Is there anything you want to put out there for us to check out, like currently, maybe like a latest release or project?
Honestly, I'm just dropping a whole bunch of content. I'm doing a promo run. We're gonna keep running, loving me up. I'm not gonna stop running that single. I do have I do got an album EP in the vote, 17 songs, but I'm not giving that to y'all because we already got music out.
Why just
um,
releasing just the music and not doing projects?
um, Honestly, because I have like you say, I have a creative mindset behind what I'm doing, and I've learned by being in the music game that you have to be very strategic and you have to have a plan behind what you're doing, and I already have dope visuals out. I actually got another dope visual in the vote right along with my album. I am gonna drop singles, but I'm not ready yet. I also have a sports agency now.
Oh,
Yeah, so I manage a athlete by the name of Trio. I got J Humble Entertainment, J Humble Production. I have a production company as well. So my hands are in a lot of stuff. Just stay tuned.
wait, your name, the last name, that's not your real last name, right?
J Humble, why you all in my business?
Let me know T. Like, how'd you come with that one?
J Humble, because originally my Instagram when I was hooping was humble kid underscore 25 when I was hooping. And then when I came into the music business, my team prior was telling me you can't use that as a music name. So my government name is Jay Honor, and it's spelled Jai. So we took the J from the Jay Honor and then added the humble at the end because I'm humble.
Yeah, so you said flat out like I'm humble. How do you stay humble in the music industry? How do you do that?
Well, you don't. So when you use the word humble, I know a lot of people have a different meanings and definitions, right? But really, for me, my definition is how you treat people goes a long way, and your humanity and how you conduct yourself and in a manner of being humble. You know, not forgetting where you come from. You know, and because anything can be snatched away as fast as you got. You know, or that whole process, and it's like, is it really worth, going off on somebody, or how about we just treat them with love,
Yeah.
and eventually, we're gonna let God handle this situation.
Yeah, because navigating the music industry is
Oh
is
no,
not
trust me.
easy.
Nah, you gotta stand 10 toes for sure, but
Yeah.
also let it be known that you about your business, but I'ma still treat you with love. But don't play with me.
Right. Well, instead of being humble, let's be a little boisterous right now. Who have you collabed with, or what highlights do you want to put out there?
Man, I've collabed with a lot of people because I also work on the TV and film side.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
that.
so I've been able to work with Keith Sweat. I've been able to work with David Banner. I don't like the freaking name drop, y'all, but I've been able to work with a lot of people. My brother, I want to shout out to Jay So for real. That's my brother, man. He's my mentor, and I want to give a major love and shout out to him because he's been navigating me through a lot of stuff as well. He's a legend, y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Afro R&B, what is next for you? Like, what is next for you, Jay Humble?
What's next? Everything. I'm gonna tell everybody, like, because that's a broad question, and for me,
You want to be, if you could like say what the next 5 years is for you, like what are you manifesting right now?
honestly, everything that I'm manifesting is coming right now, Tracy. Honestly, and it's gonna just keep expanding. I think, long as I stay focused and I keep everything balanced within my life and I keep God first. Honestly, man, I'm a boss, and I love putting people in position to win. I love to win, and we just gonna keep it flowing. It's so much that I got going on that I know, like, just as a business as a whole, everything is just gonna keep doing what it's doing, man.
Yeah, I know balancing is tough too because you do so much. You said you did acting, management. Like, how do you even balance all of
Man,
that
that's a
and still
freaking.
be able to put yourself forward as an artist?
I've learned what you call the word boundaries, right? And it takes a team. I don't care what nobody say. I have a solid team around me. Do we have our hiccups? Of course, because when a team ain't teaming, we got to have a meeting. I'm I'm big on meetings, but long as everybody know what the focus is, everybody know what the end goal is, and I'm big on transparency and communication. I have a team behind me, and everything is going the way it needs to be.
So every artist like struggle these days is like trying to find a team. Like, what tips can you give them to find like the right people and stuff?
Um, you won't find the right people, honestly, because it comes with trial and error. Um, you have to. I feel like what you put out is what you get. And when you start to put people around you, you just make sure that's because anybody that comes into your life, it comes with something. So that's why I said, like, finding a team is always gonna be hard because, like, I'm the type, I'm really quick to fire y'all. I really am because I don't got time to be playing. Because at the end of the day, we're running a business, and I don't care nothing about your personal
Friends.
life. And I think that's where people mess up is because you allow the personal get into the business.
About friends though, like you ever like put a friend on that someone that was a friend prior to, and they
Yeah. I mean, if you want to be put on, but I'm not gonna put the work in for you.
they don't get no cheat code because they the friend.
Yeah, nah, it don't. That ain't how it go, But yeah, nah. I mean, you just have to flow with that whole team thing because people do come and go in this entertainment business.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of people could learn from you on when it comes to the entertainment business.
What can people learn from me?
Yeah.
Um, just be yourself. Don't let nobody determine what you want and what your plans is because that happens, and please put God first in everything that you do because
Please.
um
Especially in
that's
the industry, put them
yeah,
first.
and I feel like even that kind of be that word with putting God first, people use it also loosely too, you have to have a real strong relationship and people will know by your aura, you know and energy is everything. Do you hear me, Tracy? Energy is
It's
everything.
funny. Um, I personally, I didn't start getting in tune with dealing with others in the industry and like deciphering like who is who knows him and who doesn't, you know what I
Come
mean?
on.
So I started to see it was in the eyes. Like when did you start seeing people that they don't have that light in them? Like
Sometimes by people, just people really their conversation. Um, and at first, like I wasn't all the way in tune with myself. Like I was gullible at one point in time because I'm trying to get to this X, Y, and Z. Ooh, this person because they got a name, they can get me, but the only person that can get you there is you and God. You know what I'm saying? Not even the big name, like and I'm not saying that a person can't do nothing for you, but you just have to always have in the back of your mind that don't nobody have to do nothing for you.
is there something that maybe you like possibly want to put out there? Like maybe you feel like a way he's tested you so much within your career thus far?
He's testing me through people. And I say that because I'm a very kind-hearted, loving person. And so it hurts me because or it has hurt me, and that's where those boundaries come in, because I would give somebody my last on my the last on my shirt. I would give it to you. And so I had to learn that everybody don't see or will do what I do as an individual. Everybody's not me. So I really had to learn it the hard way.
Those are the most vulnerable people in the industry, I feel. The people that will, put others first or before them. And yeah, I don't know how you I don't know how you do it and still remain, still remain strong and humble.
Trust me, yeah, boy, yeah. Just wait till my documentary just come out, y'all. But it ain't. I think the people around me. That's why I said it takes the good people around you. It takes a great team to really help you balance that out. Because I've cried. I kid you not. I wanted to give up, and it's like, Jay, no, like you came this far. You're a household name. Not everybody can
Start
say
to
that.
look at how much you've overcame and how far you came and
Yeah,
stuff. You're like, I can't go
I
back. I
can't.
can't
I can't.
stop.
Even if this individual just did not do what they were supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? Don't let that individual stop you from being who you are, because
Yeah.
God gonna give you the overflow. You know.
Yeah. Like I said, the industry gonna test you, but I like you said, you just have to figure out like a balance on how you could stay yourself and stay loyal to him and his path for you instead
Come
of,
on.
gearing off to
Right.
that
Right.
other stuff.
Absolutely.
That's dope. I didn't expect the conversation to go this way, but I love to talk about things like that.
Hey, we flowing, man. You when the
Yeah.
energy right, you just flow with it. Yeah.
That's good. Well, you have really dope energy, and I love that you're out here inspiring others to work harder than ever. You're going hard with the Afro R&B. You got a documentary on the way. You got film you're doing. Is there anything else you want to promote to us to let us know to be on the lookout for?
Yeah, just if anybody, honestly, man, I'm a one-stop shop person. I got so many different businesses going, and I'm for the people, I'm for the community. And the thing about me is, if you want to win, we're gonna win together. Until you show me otherwise, because the key, you hold the key to your success, and that's what people don't understand. And I always tell my team, I say, why they always say it's just 1% that's successful? Is because people don't want to put in the work, and people don't want to stay consistent. That's what gets you further than among anybody, because you got to outwork those type of people who just don't want to work.
I have to ask, but how do you not look at what other people are doing? Because that's a lot of people's downfall. They
I
can't
had to
focus on
stop.
what they got going on, and they looking at social media. Yeah.
Tracy, I had to, it was one of those things where I had to, get on social media, stop scrolling, just post what I want to promote and get off. No,
Social
for
media
real,
detox.
because if you're not careful, at one point I was looking at other artists or other things that's going on in the entertainment business, and I'm like, I'm comparing myself now, and I'm just like, that would get you messed up emotionally, because you like, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, so what am I not doing? How is that? What is the formula to their success? But
A lot of people look at you because you said you started doing music seriously like 6 years ago. So I'm sure some people are like, "Oh, I've been doing this for like 20 years." So it could go either way.
it can, and that's why I don't even do it no more. Just stop it. Just freaking stop it. You don't want to be in these shoes, and I don't want to be in your shoes. I promise you.
Well, let's just focus on our own path. All
Right,
right.
right,
Well,
right.
thank you so much, Jay Humble, for talking here on Tracy VA Media. I
Appreciate
love
you.
this resonating conversation. And yeah, go ahead and take us out.
Man, nah, man, Tracy, I appreciate you. I appreciate the VA media company. And look, man, we're gonna stay tapped in. Y'all go tap into my social media, all my music, J Humble Official.